Teaching Jieh Dao, one element at a time.
Welcome to our Jieh Dao Phase 1 session. This is Phase 1 2A curriculum. In a previous session, we covered other elements and then different footwork, different kicking methods, and each session is going to be different because that's the way I've created the curriculum. That's the way I teach it here. So you're actually getting exactly the way I teach it to our students through the video, and that's a privilege for us to come to you. Today we're going to cover some footwork, some kicking, and some rhythm training or rhythm elements of the punch boxing or mid-range hand fighting. Okay, we have many types of footwork. I've covered a little bit of it in previous sessions. If you haven't taken those videos, I highly suggest you do take them chronologically, sequentially, 1, 2, 3. So your understanding builds up as you train with us and as you go through each session with us. So because they all relate to each other in one point or another. Okay, so for you to be able to see me, I'm going to do some angle movement and some side movement and then some front movement. So the angle movement, I covered the slide. I'm going to cover it again today, but this time I'm only going to focus on the floor slide. When we're in a neutral position, we have forward or reverse, right or left, curvature, and angle movement. Obviously, we can go up or we can go down. For the forward or reverse slide, basically forward slide, rear leg pushes. This is floor slide, not air slide. Rear leg pushes, right leg follows. So we raise the heel up to be able to land with our instep. When I'm going reverse, basically my front pushes back, my rear follows. When I'm going forward, okay, facing the camera, when I'm going forward, my rear leg pushes, my right leg follows. Here, bang, just like that. When I'm going reverse, reverse, reverse. Okay, same thing with the left lead. Okay, we're going back, back, back. Okay, and then the same thing in the left lead. I'm going this way, forward. So basically rear wheel drive, front wheel drive. When I'm going forward, when I'm going reverse. That's our slide. When I'm taking the shorter, when I want to cover the shorter ground, shorter distance, we use step. Now, this is our typical, what I call chicken step. Basically covers. Now, of course, we don't go that slow. During training, during actual combat, we move quick, fast, jerk ourselves forward, back, sideways. But basically, just to break it down, step, 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 step. So this is my advanced step, my reverse or retreat step, step. You notice the difference in step and slide. Slide, I move my rear leg forward. Step, I move my front leg forward. Basically, which one leads, which one follows. Again, front step, reverse step, reverse step. Okay, same thing with the left. Okay, angle this way, front step, reverse step, reverse step. Now, when we're actually doing it in a real application, you want to do what I call hop step. Basically, you jolt yourself to go forward, not just. So we do this to practice, to learn how that works, break it down. But in actuality, when I'm actually doing it, when I'm within a combination of kicking, boxing, all of a sudden I want to close the gap and get into trapping, get into closer range or reverse or push back away from the target, I have to use jolt or what I call hop. So you basically hop in your body. Here, hop, 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 hop. So front goes, rear goes, front goes, rear goes. Okay, left lead. Okay, front, rear, front, rear, front, rear, rear. Reverse exactly of the slide. When I'm going forward, slide is rear wheel drive. When I'm going forward, step is front wheel drive. So remember those two, they're just an illustration, of course. But it helps me to understand, okay, if I'm going forward, when I'm pushing myself, if I'm stepping forward, body tilts to the front, That means I pushing myself forward. When I'm going slide forward, body pushes to the back center line to be able to go forward. Now, that means I put pressure to the rear to go forward for slide. Pressure, tiny bit. These are minute. These are micro pressure, okay? You don't really feel it. If I'm going to exaggerate, it's like this. This way for slide. Here, this way for slide. If I'm doing it for step, this way for step. If I'm doing a step, notice I'm going right or left lead. This way. So meaning I tilt a little bit. Now, why is that? It's because our balance, our neutral position balance. I'll go back, I'll go forward. How do I balance myself? Again, balance is one of the pillars, and remember the 4 pillars of neutral position: balance, guards, leads, and philosophy. Balance is one of those that I always have to maintain while I'm maneuvering, moving. When I'm in footwork mode, dynamic means I'm moving around, I have to maintain balance. If I lose my footing, I have to get the balance back. If I'm slipping, I have to get my balance back. Otherwise, I'm on the ground, disadvantage. I'm low, opponent's higher, that's it. I've lost my mobility, basically. So we're going to put a little bit of this into practice and apply these footwork into our kicking to some degree that you will be able to follow with us, okay? So I'm going to have Simu, my partner, come here so we can practice a little bit together. Now we're going to use Thai pads in this case as opposed to the focus cup. So I'm going to grab a Thai pad, and these are the pads that we have back here. We have different density of Thai pads, but Simu is going to put her gloves on. So what we're going to do is basically we're going to work on our knee. Now this basically is a close or mid-range kicking. Mid-range kicking to long-range kicking. You can't even call it close range kicking, but the reason I call it mid-range is because the length of the hip, typically speaking, to the knee, the length of the hip to the knee is a little bit longer than the shoulder to the elbow. So that means I'm farther away from the opponent when I'm kneeing as opposed to when I'm going to elbow. When I elbow, as an example, let's just say watch where my hand is. I'm going to elbow, look at where I am. But if I'm going to knee, I have to pull back a little bit for me to be able to knee. Okay? So I have to pull back, I have to lean forward. Now we could do this leaning back and forth as opposed to necessarily slide or step, but we will do that in our combination right now. But just to explain to you, elbow is a close range. This is what I call half a hand range as opposed to full boxing range. Half a hand range versus the midsection, or you could even say mid-range as opposed to long range of kicking, or the linear kicks or hook kicks here, to versus the knee, which is closer. Now, when you're working on the knee, some of the principles you need to follow. When we're doing a knee, first of all, you gotta lift. So this is what I call a lever. You have to use a lever, put your body behind the knee, and then you knee up. There are many different ways of knee. This is what I call lever knee. This is one of the most basic, fundamental knees that we have in Jieh Dao. As you knee up, you create an arrow shape kind of with your foot. Keep the toe down and push your body up. It's the same principle as when we're doing uppercut. When we get into uppercut session, video session, we'll go over that as well. So knees is basically you going up. Hands maintain the guard. Remember the pillars of neutral position. We want to maintain our neutral position principles and elements and not to violate it. I don't want to go knee like that. I'm not kneeing this way. I'm not kneeing this way. Hands moving around. I want to maintain my guard because I'm getting closer. The closer I get, the more critical guards come in handy or come in and play. When we're working on the elbow, let's stand here a little bit closer. Elbow, You're not, this is what I call dip elbow. You're dipping in front of your opposite hand. So if I'm in a left lead, I'm going to do rear elbow. This elbow throws forward with this hand maintained check in case I got to counter back. Always have that discipline. The elbow. So we're elbowing the front as opposed to cutting through or slicing. Not cutting through or slicing. I'm basically hitting and bouncing back. Boom, come back here, come right back. Elbow just like that. So we're going to do a combination of knee up first. So we're going to do knee up, okay? Then I'm going to hop, reverse hop like we did, follow with the rear hook. Again, knee up, boom, boom, hop, open the gap, come back with the rear hook, okay? So we're going to do this. Simu, go through this here. Let's start with the left lead. So you're going to do the knee up. Again, let's just do one knee up, hop here, come back with rear hook, boom, okay? We do that 10 times and go through the routine. Ready? This was 1. Ready? 2, hop, okay, boom. Okay, a little bit closer. Work on the hop step. 3, go. What that does is you have to, I talk about the balance, step versus slide. That causes your body to shift in a different direction. Slide and step are completely opposite of each other. Ready? Go. Okay. Boom. Bang. Okay. Ready again. Go. Boom. Good. I don't know what number we were. Let's go number 6. Go. Boom. Boom. Good. Okay. 7. Okay. You notice the opening the gap. Okay. A little closer here. 8. Okay. 9. 10. Okay, we do 5 on this side only. So you get the picture, understand how it is with the right and left. Go to right lead. Okay, so same thing. You're going to go knee. Okay, hop. Boom. Good. Let's go 4 more. Ready? 2. Okay, 3. Boom, boom. Good. 4. Last one. 5. You can continue this on your own after the video. Other time, do 10 each. And if you have a partner, the holding for you, that's the best. If not, just don't kick the air. I do not recommend you kick the air. We don't kick air here. We don't punch the air. We do shadow boxing very lightly. But that's different than throwing your elbow, throwing your muscle, hip, whatever the motion that you have with all the energy into the air because you're going to pull muscle. And I highly recommend not to do that. We do not kick and punch the air. It's good to have some solid object. Even just tiny bit of resistance help when you're doing your motion, your training. So now the next routine we're going to do is the same thing now. We're going to go rear knee up. Now I'm going to follow with the rear elbow. This time I'm going to reverse slide. Reverse slide. I'm not going to step. So bang, bang, rear elbow. Now I'm going to, now remember the body have to shift forward as opposed to shift back from when we're doing hop. So knee up, rear elbow, okay. Tiny bit of shift to the front, reverse slide, follow with the rear hook kick, okay. So go back to left lead. So let's go through the routine again. Knee up, okay, elbow, bang, reverse slide, follow with the rear hook. Good. Okay. So when we have this down and up type of training, which sometimes a kick, sometimes foot combination, keep both hands up. Position them, as you would, so that allows the partner, as the partner's training, he doesn't have to wait for your hand to come up. If they go faster, your hands are already in a position for them to maneuver and execute the motion. Here, go, bang, bang, elbow, follow with the rear hook, boom. Okay, again, 3, boom, elbow, follow hook, boom. Okay, 4, go up, bam. 5, knee up, elbow. Okay, let's go. 6, knee up, elbow. okay? Knee up, elbow, back, 8, go, knee up, elbow, okay? 9, elbow, last one, go, up, elbow, good. We do 5, okay? Just do about 5 or just do 3 on this side because we want to get into other stuff. So right lead. Actually, let's go to 5, okay? Go. Knee up, rear elbow, okay? Good, that's 1, okay? Set the angle so for the camera to see it. Good, this way. Ready, knee up, elbow, push, okay? Go, knee up, elbow, back, Let's go 4 more, stand on this side. Ready, go. Knee up, elbow, Last one, do it right. Good for memory, ready, go. Woo, ish, woo, boom. Yeah. Let's go one more time. Last one, make it good, ready, go. Knee up, elbow, bang. Okay, good. Keep the gloves on. So basically the closing and opening the gap. In this case, we're just opening. How do I close the gap? By leaning. So knee, lean tiny bit. Not so much that you lose balance, okay? So you go knee, tiny bit, shift your body tiny bit, little bit to reach. Again, the distance, typically speaking, at least mine is, most people that I know, their shoulder to their elbow is shorter than their hip to their knee. So that means when I'm contacting the target with my knee, I'm farther back than I want to be when I need to elbow. So to close the gap, I have to lean. You're not that far back that you have to step. In other words, I'm not doing this, I have to step to close the gap to do the elbow. You're far enough, but you're close enough to lean. Just tiny bit lean, execute that hit. Now you need to really pull away. That's what we do, either step or slide to open the gap, follow with the hook. So combination of both sides, okay?